Hey guys, Smelling Roses here, back on the trail. Got my man Caveman outdoors and Sheba up there leading the way. You can see we're already on the trail today. This is day 4 of our Big South Fork National River Area adventures. Right now we're on the Grand Gap Loop Trail, and we've actually already done this stretch of trail before. We did it out here on day 1 on our big overnight trip, but we're just going to go a short distance down this trail and pick up another trail. I think it's called the Angel Falls Trail. It's going to take us down into the gorge by the South Fork Cumberland River, and then we'll follow the river for a few miles, and hopefully we'll also see the Angel Falls. I don't think Angel Falls is like an actual waterfall. My understanding is it's kind of like cascades or like real big rapids. Alright guys, you've actually already been here with us to this overlook, but it's worth another look. Let's take a look. This big rock that allows us to overlook the Fall Branch Gorge. You probably can't hear it in the video, but we can hear the water of Fall Branch down below. Great overlook here.
We've been here before, but it's always worth taking another look. See the river down below.
Alright guys, so looks like this is our junction. We actually came around here on our overnight and continued in that direction along the Grand Gap Loop Trail.
So this is where we're going to split and leave the Grand Gap Loop.
But we're going down there.
And head down this way.
Alright guys, we're on our way down. It's a steep descent down into the gorge, and we were told to expect a lot of very interesting rock features along the way. Possibly some views of the river as well as we get on around. So alright, looks like we got either some steep roots for steps or a ladder. Guess I'll take the ladder. Sheba just jumped it. Alright, there's Caveman making his way down the ladder. See, it's not a very big one. Sheba just jumped. Alright guys, check this out. Trail passes by a pretty steep overhang here. We got this cable to grab onto.
Fairly steep overhang, so they give you this cable to hold on to. So
Not bad.
you don't end up down there. Which is not a bad idea, since I'm not real fond of, falling off a cliff. Good girl.
Check out this area guys. The rock overhangs here. Alright guys, so here in this area we are at the base of the cliff that forms the Angel Falls overlook. See, it's way up there. Can't really appreciate the height in the video, but it's a couple of 100 feet at least. Check this out, guys. Trail actually runs up there and goes across that rickety looking bridge. This is Fall Branch, and there's some nice cascades here. Very large, deep pool. We don't, that's okay. We don't want Sheba to jump in there. That's probably 6 or 8 feet deep, if not more right there. The water's crystal clear. You can see all the way to the bottom. Let's see what it looks like back in here. Beautiful area here. We were told it looked like Jurassic Park down here, and we have not been disappointed on this trail. It's a very short trail. I think our entire hike on this trail is going to be less than 5 miles. But we've seen a lot of interesting stuff, and we didn't even make it to the river yet. So this is Fall Branch making its way down to the South Fork Cumberland River, which is just right down there. It's not very far at all to the confluence with the river. Beautiful area down here. Alright guys, time to cross this rickety bridge. It's soft and shaky. Let's hope it holds up. Alright guys, welcome to the Big South Fork of the Cumberland River.
Yep, we have made it to the Big South Fork of the Cumberland River.
See the Angel Falls overlook way up there. Well guys, we really want to get across this river. There's another trail on the other side of the river that we would like to reach. But this is a pretty big river, so we're scoping it out to see what we find. We may have to go back and just stay on this side of the river and bushwhack down to Angel Falls. The falls are just a short distance north of here, but we believe there's easier access on the east side of the river. But at least we're getting some awesome views of the river. Alright guys, we just came through all that junk and making our way back to the trail. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to cross the river without going a couple of miles down to the bridge, highway bridge. So we're going to head back north, backtrack along the trail and see what it looks like when we get up there, and probably just bushwhack through the woods. Alright guys, just over there beyond those rocks we'll find the falls. We're off of the official trail now, but there is somewhat of a path that people have made through here. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, there is an actual trail on the east side of the gorge, but we've been making our way through here, but it's not far. You can see the river becomes very narrow and rocky just ahead, and somewhere just up ahead here we should find Angel Falls, so it shouldn't be much further. I'll tell you what guys, you watch your step up in here too. We already saw one little small copperhead. Dangerous pit viper snake, common in southeast United States. Yeah, that's cool. I bet Caveman Outdoors is wondering, what was I thinking following Smelling Roses? Alright, no pushing, Sheba. you gotta go slow through here. I think we're close to Angel Falls, guys, after some pretty intense bushwhack and a little bit of unofficial sort of trail. It's an awesome area, guys. Alright, we'll get on down in there further and check it out. I don't know if you can hear those waves lapping those rocks down there. Alright guys, listen to that roar. This is Angel Falls. As you can see, it's not actually a fall, it's more of a rapids, big rapids. And there are kayakers and canoeists that run this, but it's not recommended. I'm pretty sure NEK canoeist would run it. What do you guys think? Awesome power of the river here. So we never did find a good place to cross the river. It's just too wide and too powerful, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a much better bushwhacker than I am swimmer. So I'm gonna take my chances on the thick woods than trying to get across this river today. So We're gonna hang out in this area here for a while and check it out a little bit more, but I have a feeling we're gonna be heading back the same way we came up, just by bushwhacking around the west side of the river until we get back to the John Muir Trail. Alright guys, we've been hanging out here for a while and we had lunch. Took a nice break here by the river. And since we were never able to get across the river, we're going to go back the way we came. Just a short bushwhack and we'll get back to the John Muir Trail. And it's from there, from here it's probably roughly about 2 miles back to the parking area where we staged one of our vehicles. So we're going to take off, one last look at the rapids, and we'll catch up with you guys back on the trail. Alright guys, so you can see we safely made it back to the John Muir Trail. We're southbound along the river, and it's not very far now back to the Leatherwood Ford access, which is where we have a vehicle parked. Well guys, welcome to East Tennessee, because we've seen a lot of this out here on the trail these last few days. This is probably one of the largest ones we've come across, but a lot of downed trees on the trails. Somebody lost their shoe.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Check it out guys, this is awesome. Alright guys, we found our way across the river, but it don't look too good a shape. And they got this blocked off. We're not supposed to be out here. This apparently was originally the trail, but it looks like it's washed out. So this used to be the trail, but you can see it's washed out up here. Smelling Roses walks across stuff like this every day at work, but he usually has safety equipment when he does it. I know for a fact that if my buddy Whatnot 987 was here, he'd just be going right on across these beams. But I guess Caveman and I are going to wuss out. And we're going to go back, and I guess we're going to take the highway bridge. We were just discussing it, and we don't think Sheba can make it across these beams. And it's just not worth the risk. That's our excuse anyway. Alright guys, let's try not to get killed out here on the highway. Alright guys, take a real close look, because this is something you don't see very often on the Smelling Roses channel,
Or mine,
or the Caveman Outdoors channel. We don't do highways. Safety tip for the day guys, always walk on the left side facing traffic, in the United States anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate all your views and support. Be sure to like my Facebook page, and you can follow me on Twitter. Thanks a lot guys, and I'll see you on the trail.